everyone. I'm Christine Tully, President and Executive Writing Coach at Defend, Publish, and Lead, and welcome to episode 240, the Tuesday Toolbox. This particular episode does have a few slides I'm showing if you're watching YouTube, but if you're audio listening, you don't need the slides. They just recapture some of the things I'm going to talk about today. Tuesday Toolbox is a new initiative that we are doing with Defend, Publish, and Lead because it occurred to us as we've been working with our scholarly writers all summer and lots of faculty developers trying to plan writing support that writers need tools and they need writing strategies. Those could be some of the tools in your toolbox. They need productivity strategies, time management strategies, ways to navigate, say, a heavy teaching load, but then also getting some scholarly writing done, how to figure out a revise and resubmit, how to actually write that sentence in a paragraph that ties the whole paragraph together. All of those things are tools in a writer's toolbox, in a scholarly writer's toolbox. So what we're going to do for Defend, Publish, and Lead is during the week on Tuesdays, we will be delivering a new tool in your toolbox if you decide to subscribe to the Tuesday Toolbox. So this is not a newsletter. It is an email that you would get that is delivered 14 weeks in the fall, starting on August 25th, and 14 weeks in the spring, starting on January 26th. Individuals or institutions can subscribe to it. So you can decide you can get this yourself or you can get your institution to do it. Or if you're a faculty developer, you can have your institution subscribed. But every Tuesday, you'll get an email that has a short video with a tool that you'll be learning about for the week with a short lesson that's maybe 5 minutes. And the idea is that faculty don't want to read a lot of newsletters. I don't. I get one every Monday that I never read because it's too long and I don't, like most of us are navigating our inboxes for other things. So the idea is that most of us probably could benefit from some weekly contact with our writing and to have something new to try every week to keep those writing juices flowing. So one of the nice things about the Tuesday Toolbox is you get an email, it's got a link to a short video, also a couple tips that if you don't want to watch the video or you don't have time, you can figure out some of the things on your own. But you'll actually get to see how to do the thing live. So for example, let's say that it is about writing a certain type of paragraph, how to write your methodology paragraph. Well, what will happen in that short video, again, hopefully 5 minutes or less, there's a few that are about 7 minutes, you'll actually see live what are some things you could do right now with any methodology paragraph that would make that paragraph stronger. So actual writing tips, ones that are designed to be used immediately if you're working on methodology. And if you're not working on methodology, there's also lessons in there that talk through about how some of the strategies are to think through paragraphs, like how are paragraphs built, what's the importance of the first sentence, the last sentence, what are some development techniques in there. Other tips might be more productivity tips, so something that you can actually try during the week with a short little video explaining how to do it to make sure that you're getting more writing completed that week. So they are timed out, thinking through kind of the rhythm and the nature of the fall semester versus the spring semester. For the Southern Hemisphere, obviously this is a little bit reversed, and you can change how you want to do your subscription based on that if you want to time it more thematically. But essentially, this is a way that you can get this writing tip every single week with a little lesson. The other thing that's really nice about these, I think, is that most of us don't have time to read a whole book about scholarly writing. You don't have time to even watch a full webinar about scholarly writing. But 5 minutes, this could be something where every Tuesday you're sitting with your coffee in the morning, whatever you're doing, you're looking at the tip for 5 minutes. That's one way to use it. Another way to use it would be to use it to kick off your writing session. So just because you get it on Tuesday doesn't mean you actually have to watch it on Tuesday. You could actually, like if you have time on Wednesday afternoons to write, before you start writing, you could use the video to kick off writing for that week. So all of the tips, all the strategies are all the tools, as we're calling them, are all designed to get you to move writing to completion. And there are two other bonuses that come along with that. One, every email every week has links to other things that you might find useful that go with the tool. So if we're doing something about paragraphing that week, there'll be a couple of links for things that you can use about paragraphing. Some are Defend, Publish, and Lead resources. Some of them are free resources elsewhere. And the other thing that you'll get access to if you decide that you want to do Tuesday Toolbox with us is that anybody who subscribes does get access to our monthly faculty writing retreats. So one of the things that we will do, these are held in the mornings. We have not set the day for when they will be because we're going to talk with everybody that's subscribing and kind of figure out a best case scenario. We might even run these twice a month based on interest, but essentially you'll get access to that and all of our Defend, Publish, and Lead coaches for a monthly writing retreat to get like that extra burst of writing in during the month. So if you decide you're interested, just a couple of benefits for faculty and faculty developers, because with Defend, Publish, and Lead, we work with faculty and graduate student writers, but we also work with the people that support those people, those groups. So for faculty, to me, this would be a benefit. This is one of the reasons why I created it, because I would love something like this, and I'm actually going to try all of the tips that I do and some of the other coaches do during the week. So I'm actually going to test them out live with you. But the thing I like about it best is that a lot of times we get into a rut with scholarly writing, and sometimes we don't really know what we're doing when we're doing scholarly writing. So we kind of stay maybe in some patterns that aren't really useful. But even if you're a strong scholarly writer and you publish regularly, I know for me that I could benefit from a couple of different ways to think about writing. And I like the idea of just one strategy that I could try every week. Of course, since we're doing it 14 weeks, we're doing this strategically because we know that during the semester, there'll be grading weeks at the very end that maybe you're not thinking of writing and you don't probably have time to look at a newsletter or a video. So that's why we shorten it to 14, where during the most productive weeks of the semester that you have the tip coming into you or the tool. Other things that are helpful to know if you're a faculty writer, whether you're a brand new writer, you're a grad student writer doing a dissertation, or a full professor, the strategies focus on writing in a way that's useful for everyone. So another thing I like about this is, if you're stuck somewhere or if you need a new project to think about, in every video, we do address the different types of writers out there. So that way there's something for everyone. And because writers, even if we're at all different stages, a lot of times we struggle with the same things: organization, development, talking to your audience, and so forth. In general, we know from doing a pilot run on this is that scholarly writing and productivity does improve. Many people are more interested in doing scholarly writing because now they have something to go on. They know what's a goal I could work on this week. Also, those dedicated faculty writing retreats, those are helpful because as part of that, there'll be some bonuses and a few little resources and things that go along with those. So if you're somebody that's really interested in doing some writing, they're drop in. They will be a couple hours in length. You can come and go as you please, but you'll also have access to a Defend and Publish coach who is a facilitator. So you can ask questions about writing. You can get some, talk through some strategies, and also be in solidarity with other writers from other universities. If you're a faculty developer, the toolbox is mailed to you Mondays, and so you're able to just forward the email Tuesday morning and get it out. I like getting it out around 9 a.m., whatever time zone you're in. I think that's kind of the sweet spot on Tuesday if you can do it. I do like, as a faculty developer, I know for me, I would really like this because it is that set and forget type programming where, yes, you have to remember to send it out, but beyond that, now the development and the programming is happening from Defend, Publish, and Lead. The bonus faculty writing support is really great in the writing retreat. And of course, faculty developers, if you're working on your own writing, we'd love to see you in the retreat doing your own scholarship. So another bonus for you. But in general, I also just like the idea that you're getting new content, new ideas for faculty writing and programming. And based on what the tip is or the tool is for the week, you can even do some themed programming around that. So maybe there's a book that you want to suggest as part of like a faculty book club in conjunction with some of those. So those are some of the toolbox benefits. If you're interested in subscribing to the Tuesday Toolbox, you can email me at Christine@defendpublishlead.com. Our institutional membership this year is $250. And if you're somebody that does writing coaching hours with us already, there is a discount. If you're interested in subscribing as an individual subscriber, we can talk about how you might want to do that. Again, you can email me at Christine@defendpublishlead.com. And as I mentioned before, we're going to start setting out those newsletters the week of August 26th for 2025. So if you're interested in doing that, we hope to see you there. Happy writing this week.